Prepare to be amazed by an extraordinary chess game featuring the magician himself, Mikhail Tal. With every move, Tal demonstrates his unrivaled creativity and mastery of the game. Sit back, relax, and immerse yourself in this captivating video, perfect for all chess lovers. In this training game, Tal takes on his former trainer, Alexander Koblents, with Tal playing as white and Koblents as black. The game unfolds with Tal starting with the move e4, followed by Koblents responding with c5, initiating the Sicilian defense. The moves progress with knight f3, d6, and d4, leading to a Sicilian Najdorf position. Watch closely as Tal surprises with bishop g5, met by Koblents e6 and Tal's f4. The game continues with bishop e7, queen to f3, and queen to c7. Tal castles queenside while Koblents develops his knight. Unconventionally, Tal ups for bishop to e2 instead of the main move, g4. Koblents challenges this bishop, prompting Tal to retreat it. As the game progresses with b5 from Koblents, Tal strikes with e5, simultaneously attacking the rook and knight. Witness the excitement unfold as Tal makes daring sacrifices, starting with capturing the knight on f6, instead of saving his queen. Koblents takes the queen, and Tal seizes the opportunity by capturing the bishop. In the current position, where both the rook and bishop are under attack, Black responded by playing d5, successfully saving his rook. Now, the question arises, how should White continue? If White were to take the bishop, Black could counter with a queen check. After king b1, Black would capture the bishop with the queen, resulting in a significant material advantage for Black. Hence, in this particular position, Tal made a different decision and did not capture the bishop. Another viable option could have been to capture the pawn on g7, posing a threat to the rook. However, White chose not to pursue that line of play. The game reaches a critical moment where White must make precise moves. Tal makes another brilliant sacrifice by taking the pawn on e6, giving up his knight to attack the queen and defend the pawn. Koblents is forced to capture the knight, exposing his king along a dangerous diagonal. Tal responds with bishop h5 check, and the tension builds. To facilitate the connection of his rooks, Black makes a move to free up the g7 square, allowing his king to potentially escape in that direction. Responding to this, White captures with a check. Black then moves his king to f8, followed by White delivering a check by capturing the pawn on e7. Black's king moves to g7, simultaneously attacking the bishop. In response to this threat, Tal plays bishop to g3. It's important to note that Black cannot capture this bishop since a pawn to f5 check would result in a discovered attack, leading to the loss of the Black queen. Now, let's backtrack a bit. After bishop g3, an effective strategy could have been to move the queen away from the vulnerable diagonal. However, Black surprises us by moving the knight to f6 instead. This move puts pressure on the pawn with the queen. Subsequently, White plays rook to e1, targeting the pawn on e6. Black counters with b4, attacking the knight. And here comes Tal's move that disregards the threatened knight entirely, rook to e6. Witness the stunning third sacrifice of the game, as Tal's brilliance continues to shine. Black accepts the sacrifice, capturing the knight. Tal retaliates with a powerful move, f5, executing a discovered attack on the queen. Black responds by moving the queen to b7, threatening an impending checkmate. However, Tal stays resolute and plays pawn to b3, effectively blocking the checkmate threat. Undeterred, Black moves the queen to d7, aiming to bring it closer to the king. Tal counters with bishop e5, pinning the knight and further tightening the grip. Realizing the deteriorating state of his position, Koblents makes a difficult decision to sacrifice his queen. White recaptures with a pawn, and Black captures the bishop with the king. Although a rook down, Tal maintains a strong position with two powerful pawns on the e-file. With his relentless attack, Tal plays rook to f1, targeting the knight. Black, unable to defend the knight, trades off his rook for a bishop by moving the knight to h7. Now, the stage is set for the magical move that seals the game for Mikhail Tal. Tal unleashes the game-winning move, rook to f8. The idea behind this move is clear. If the knight captures the rook, white promotes the pawn to e8, effortlessly promoting to a queen and securing victory. Forced to comply, black takes with the rook. White responds by promoting the pawn to a queen with e takes f8. Black recaptures with the knight, and then comes the decisive move e7, attacking the knight. Black's options are limited. If the knight moves, white simply promotes to a queen, sealing the game. Koblents chooses king f7 instead. Tal captures the knight, and black recaptures with the king. Tal proceeds with king d1, and at this point, Alexander Koblents resigns. With an overwhelming advantage in pawns, Tal's victory is inevitable. The pending pawn capture and ensuing endgame guarantee an easy win. Marvel at the masterful play exhibited by Mikhail Tal throughout this remarkable game. Before we conclude, don't forget to like, subscribe, and explore the other videos displayed on your screen. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care and peace.